Just stay standing up. You rise for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And with that, we'll call this meeting emergency meeting, I guess, the Houston County Board to order. Approval of the agenda, please.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion made and seconded to approve the agenda. Further discussion. Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Public comment. Anybody got anything to say? Anybody that's online? Hearing none, we'll move on to the action items. First item being the consideration of accepting the resignation of Mark Schultz, jail administrator, effective 17th week, end of work day, September 17th, 2021. And thank Mark for over 33 years of service.
Mark wanted to say something.
You got anything to say, Mark?
Yes.
Yes.
You got to.
He's actually going to come to the front and talk.
Yeah.
Was that Barry?
Yeah.
Well, this is was a hard decision. I had to, me and my wife talked over quite a bit. And it came to the point of that my PERA was intact. I met my rule 90 September 1st. Another opportunity came forward to me that I really would like to encounter and join you. Still gonna keep working. I wanna quit work, I wanna keep working. But I thought it'd be a good change, it's a good time for a change. Had this opportunity to take on this other job. I didn't take it on now, I just probably never see it again. I really appreciate Kelly working the last 33 and a half years. Did a lot of all commissioners in the past. Many years. Teresa can speak to that, I mean, we had a lot of good times.
Yes.
We worked good together. Thank County Board for everything, the sheriffs, all the sheriffs that I work for, chief deputies. For our parking, that's previous and current sheriff right now. Thank you.
He even helped me find my way around the old jail over there a couple of times.
And I appreciated him a lot over the last 11, 12 years I've been involved up here. He's been very supportive to trying times at times, but good times too.
Big transition from the old jail to the new jail. So
Mhm.
that's you that.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you for your
Best wishes to you.
33 years.
I'll still see you driving.
Driving by.
If I could
Thank
jump in a minute here too, I just wanted to publicly thank Mark for his years of service there and just express my appreciation for his knowledge and his leadership in the jail, especially when I first started as sheriff, because I didn't, the DOC rules and regulations were something I was not overly familiar with, and Mark helped me learn those ropes quite a bit. So Mark, I do want to thank you for your years of service, and I appreciate your dedication that you've shown over the last 6.5 years or so that I've been there.
Thank you.
Yep.
So we would need a motion to accept the resignation if that's what the board chooses to do.
Do we have a choice?
Well,
Keep them here. I reluctantly move to accept the resignation of our chief jailer, Mark Schultz, from employment of Houston County.
I'll second that.
motion made and seconded. Further discussion. Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Motion.
Can I vote both
And
ways?
vote twice. Motion reluctantly carries. Second item, action item is consider approving the immediately initiating a competitive search for a new jail administrator. There's much discussion there.
Yeah.
Do we go outside the agency, or do we stay within the agency, or both?
Commissioner, is Tess on? I
Yeah,
can't
she's-
see who's on.
she's here.
Okay,
Morning, Sheriff.
Okay.
Um,
morning.
The county's EEO policies and historic preferences, since we're not downsizing or absorbing a position, is to replace vacancies using a competitive process that is external as well as internal applicants. And so we are requesting that it's time to follow our policy and practice to do that.
Is that
Yes,
why
we'd like to
we,
get started on that this week.
and that's why we had to have emergency meeting to get
So we
this?
get started this week, so we get it posted and get going because the board's calendar, and this is such a critical position to the sheriff's office that time is of the essence to get, so we can get a head start and get going with the search.
So it has to be done internally, advertised plus externally at the same time?
We will post them both at the same time. We looked, we encourage any potential internal applicants as well as highly encourage external applicants as well. We'll see what the market brings us and
So then who's on the, who gets to interview this person, or?
the sheriff, and I will talk about who the sheriff would like to see on his search committee. This is a department search for a we haven't quite got that far yet, but I assume the sheriff has a list of persons in mind that he would like to see interview these candidates.
But I assume on the interview committee will include board members too. I mean, not a full board, but
Personnel committee?
I'll talk to the sheriff. I have no issue with that. The sheriff, this is a department search that reports to the sheriff, so I said we haven't got that far, but we certainly welcome the broad representation.
We typically don't have commissioners on the interview committee. I guess I don't
okay.
know why we'd start that. It's an office position. The person would be, obviously be a county employee, but it's a sheriff's office position.
Right.
Yeah, this position reports directly to the sheriff.
Mhm.
I think we need to get it started, so I move to start the process of hiring a new jail administrator.
I'll second it.
Motion made and seconded to approve the immediate initiation of a competitive search for a jail administrator. Further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
That concludes the action items of this emergency meeting. Is there any other public comment? Hearing none.
I
What?
just want to thank you very much for arranging this meeting with your busy schedules. Appreciate it.
Mhm.
As would I, commissioners. I appreciate you taking your time to hold a special meeting for this, because like Tess said earlier, time is kind of the essence. I would like get somebody in position as soon as possible. So with going externally as well, that'll lengthen the hiring process. So thank you for taking your time
Well,
to
It's
to
a
do this
short,
meeting.
it's a short window, Mark.
Yes.
All right. So I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to adjourn. Further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.